how I made $161,000, which is $12,200 in ad spend in less than 4 weeks. And the equivalent of that, because that's in TT dollars, so in USD, the ad spend was around 1.7K in ad spend, and we generated over $23,000 in revenue, okay, in less than 4 weeks. Reason why I'm sharing USD so that you can, wherever you're from across the Caribbean or Latin America, you can do the conversion yourself, right? Real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Andel Nicholas, founder of Client Generator, and we work with service-based business owners above 5 to 10K a month USD and help them scale past 50, 100K a month by placing the infrastructure, the systems, the processes within the business to elevate the constraints so that they could see success and ultimately more freedom, right? And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the case study breakdown of exactly what we did, the process, and obviously some insights on what we do the same thing for our clients as well, right? So let's jump straight into it. As you can see right here, this was in July. Me zooming some more so you can see stuff. This was in July, 30 days. I'd spend 1.7K. This is my ad account. We got on the right hand side here, this is an invoice paid by a customer. You can see the date as well, July 9th and July 8th. It has actually one customer. She paid half and then the other half the other day. All right. On the left hand side here, this was a client in Trinidad, 17.5K, which is the equivalent around 2.5K USD. You can see also on July 9th as well. Okay. And lastly, on July 29th, which is obviously a few weeks after, we had to also split the payment, doing a wire transfer. This was around 3K USD, right? This is the breakdown. Our cost per acquisition, meaning every time we spend $583, on average, we generated 4.5K back. This is average cash collected, and revenue was 7.66K, right? I'm going to be walking you through all this here. Now, again, the goal of this short case study breakdown is to give you both strategic and tactical insights that we've used to scale companies past 100K a month USD, so you can copy it, right? So client results, we have like the mini beast here. We scaled it to over 4.4 million followers. We spent recently around 19.2K USD in ads and brought her back over 137K USD in less than 30 days with over 90% margins. Okay, and see some of the numbers here, 137K. By the way, this is only with 12.7K views. A lot of you get millions of views or whatever, and you don't need to make anything. But anyway, I spent around 239K, 1.45 mil, as you can see here. Before she was struggling to get consistent sales, relied heavily on posting organically to her large follower base. She had around like 1 million followers, and like now she's over 4 million followers now. Okay, and well, you've seen the results. We also have a video testimonial as well of her. She's the owner of Mini Beast. Okay, you could just scroll along and have a look at the video yourself. Then we have Sawyer, who's the owner of a construction company. He's in a highly competitive environment, competing on price, relying on referrals. He was doing around 3 to 5 jobs a month, right? And now he's averaging around 1 job per day, which is insane, right? That's over 30 jobs a month. And we had to stop ads because he's actually he's booked out for the next 3 to 4 weeks in advance, and he needs help in terms of recruiting, right? His now bottleneck is now talent acquisition. This is a screenshot of his daughter here, right? Saying that you guys have completely shifted my views on things. There's also, again, video testimonial. If you scroll along, you'll see it on the page here as well. Okay. Next, we have even a local restaurant here in Trinidad. They rely solely on word of mouth and their reputation, losing a huge market share. And within the first 30 days, we spent around 663 USD in ad spend and generated over 13.5K, right? Again, everything is tracked A to Z. On the left-hand side here, you can see the reservations, 6 to Ricardo saying, he was the manager at the time, saying, you have me not sleeping with all these reservations. And you have Jennifer, who's the owner, love what I'm seeing on now, right? There's also a video testimonial down here as well. Then we had Agent Nitur. They were doing around 1.9 million USD a year. Overworked, very low margins, fierce competition, to now over 4.9 million. We scaled up to in 1 year, by the way. In 1 year, right? Over a 227% in growth, right? She's now expanded across the US, Europe, and she's the number one authority figure in her field. You can see the stats here on her Shopify store, right? And some reviews here, right? By the way, this one I'm about to walk you through has also been used by top guys in the world using a similar strategy, right? We have guys like Cole Gordon doing over 2 million a month. We have Kai Bax doing 700K a month. This is all USD, by the way, right? He actually interviewed me on his YouTube channel when I scaled my agency to 20K a month USD, right? I personally spent over 8K to learn one of the insights I'm going to walk you through, right? You could click the link there as well for you to see the interview, right? And just for some proof, because I screenshot everything. I did pay 8K. You can see July 2nd, this was 4K. I had to split it up because I couldn't do all up front because of the, if you live in the Caribbean, we all know how foreign exchange work. It's very hard to get and you have limits. So I had to do half July and then the other half was in August as well. As you could see that right here, right? This case study is for you if one, you've been wearing multiple hats in your business for years, right? Number two, you rely mostly on referrals and word of mouth, or like you're wasting time and resources chasing non-converting persons, aka the brokies, waster timers, right? And you have difficulty tracking ROI on social media campaigns, right? And if you're stuck in the same position month after month, I love this analogy that if you ever see Alice in Wonderland, right? I never saw it, but I saw like a short. There's like the rabbit. When Alice, she came into the world and the rabbit, she was like, where am I? And the rabbit, she was doing something, can't remember. And then the rabbit was like, in this world, you have to run twice as fast in order for you to stay in the same position. Okay, if you feel like that, then this is for you. And if you also lack proper accountability, as you have no A+ talent on your team to keep you on your A game, right? Or an outside firm holding you accountable for focusing on the main things. If any of these resonate with you, pay very close attention because I'm about to show you how to overcome these challenges, right? This is also for you if you still push that blue button called Boost Post, right? To advertise on Meta. Excuse me. So now, in order for me to walk you through how we're able to scale so fast, I'll share the following. Number one, the importance of viewing your business as a system and focusing on the constraints, bottlenecks. Number two, the 3-step scaling protocol we walk every client through in order to scale them past or add 50K, 100K a month USD. Okay. And how you can implement it in the next 4 weeks and exponentially grow your income without being needed in the day-to-day operations to actually start experiencing true freedom, right? So, number one, you're only as great as your weakest link. I really have to drive this point home. If you don't get this, then everything in this video won't make sense at all, right? So, your business is like a system, right? And the performance is based on its weakest link. So as you can see here, you have input, you put time, you put energy, that could be calories or whatever, you put money. Let's say money, for example, because it's easiest to understand. You put $1 into the system, you get $8 out. That's a business, right? Because of the system, you get the output. You put time, you put 5 hours of work in, you get 10 hours, 15 hours, or however much hours worth of productivity out. Okay? And the system, it really has 5 important functions. Let me make myself small here, right? You have your offer, which is the positioning of like how you sell, right? Of like how and what you sell. Lead flow, people giving you the information, raising their hand saying, hey, I'm actually interested in learning more, right? 3, appointment flow, meaning obviously people booking appointments. 4, deal flow, meaning how do you close those deals. Number 5, delivery. How do you fulfill on those service? This is the 5 important function. right? And how much money you currently make right now is dictated by how dialed each of these 5 functions are. Meaning, if you currently make 5k USD a month, 100k USD a month, whatever it is, right? That is because your system is worth that. The throughput is with that. So, but the thing is, each of them has to be worthy of that. It always averages out. So here's why. Forget about making an extra 100k a month, a million a month. If any of these components throughput isn't 100k a month or $1 million a month worthy, right? And every company we audit that is struggling to grow doesn't understand this, and it leads them to blame all their growth problems, lack of growth, on one thing, right? Most of the time, it's not even the right bottleneck, right? They might think, oh, we just need more leads. We just need more people to know about us. Okay, cool. But that's true. But then you have no lifetime value. Like you can't track anything. Your sales cycle is very long. It takes people 6 months for them to buy. I had a call with a client. Someone walked in for a consultation and she said, oh, I've been watching you for 2 years. 2 years. And she's now coming for a consultation. So there's holes in the bucket. So here's what the perfect business looks like versus your current business state. So let's say the perfect business. The perfect business on the right-hand side here is, let's say 100 people see your offer, right? 100 of them see it. And so like you throw up an ad, you reach 100 people, 100 of them become leads, 100 of them book an appointment, 100 of them buy, 100, everything. This obviously is not real. This is like in Alice in Wonderland that I was mentioning earlier. It's not real, right? But the goal is to get as close to that as possible. And here's where most likely you are at right now. And I'll show you what we did, right? Right now, like with your offer, probably like you have broken pricing, like you are competing on low margins, okay, because of other competitors, right? You're boosting the posts on Meta, right? Or you're relying mostly on like referrals. You lack quality of leads. So you have a huge drop off, right? And then those who book appointments, you have those who no show, who cancel without saying anything, right? Don't get me wrong, you're always gonna have that, but the amount that you have that, it's always, again, you need to elevate it, right? You have no appointment setting workflow or systems in place, right? Even when they close, you have a very long sales cycle. They take months to buy or weeks, right? And you have no trackable ROI. You don't know how much money you spent and how much money that you made back, right? And even after they buy again, like you have no A+ talent on your team except Sally. Reason why I say Sally is because, you know, there's always that one individual on your team. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, who does most of the heavy lifting, who without them you might die, right? Lifetime value, like you don't have, if they're supposed to come every single month, right? They come every other month or every 3 months, or you just have something that's like a one-off. You don't have a lifetime value. These are all holes, right? And you're pouring water in a bucket that has holes, and it doesn't matter how much time or money an effort you put into this funnel, you'll always end up with less than what you invested in over time. Again, going back to your weakest link. So you have to do that. You have to elevate the constraints, okay, in each of these variants, okay, and ultimately find the most important bottleneck and elevate it. The first thing that we did is finding our high tier customers, our clients, right? So while everyone is just suffering, just asking for referrals, and it's not coming on their timing, you know, it's coming on the customer's timing, just random, right? Either that one, or you boost any post on Meta. When you boost the post, you convert one out of every 100 messages that you get, right? You get mostly unqualified leads, and you're just wasting your time and your team's time following up with window shoppers and then making decisions based on guesswork. What we did is what we did to get more highly qualified buyers with higher intent and shorter sales cycle who just know about us in January and spend that much money up front, okay, is what we call algorithm optimization, right? So we identify our most profitable customers. So we have clients all around the globe, Caribbean and worldwide. So we took the information And let me show you. Basically, what we did is that all of our customers who spend the most money, right? The top 10% spend most money with us. We take their information, their data, drop it into Meta, right? Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And the algorithm, right, through our algorithm optimization, the AI, they find more persons that look like those individuals. Okay, and we only get leads who are most likely to buy product or service. Okay, very simple. Okay, and again, this gets us anywhere from 5 to 50 leads a day. We did around 5 to 10 leads a day. Show you. Also, there's online, you could actually target with your ads, Meta, run ads, not boosting posts. It's not the same thing. That's a whole different video, right? Directly to business decision makers, architect, engineer. Like, you could get too specific, because at the end of the day, the internet has all your data. Literally does, right? So we show them an ad. I'm sure you guys have seen this. We showed them an ad. We had multiple variations for Trinidad, one for Jamaica, one for the Caribbean, blah, 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 right? And we showed them an ad. We qualify them through a lead form, just to make sure that they're qualified. Ask them a few questions to qualify, and then we get them, and then we get their name, email, and their phone number once they opted in. Okay, and this is an automation that we have, that we get their name, their email, their phone number, about the business, making above 1.5 million a month. This is in Jamaican. The type of business, the company name. We get to see what platform they came from. They came from Instagram. We see every single thing. The ad they came from, every single thing. We get that. We get the information, and this system allowed us to generate 5 to 10 high qualified new leads every single day. Okay, we've filtered out the ones that is not our qualified ones, the ones who would not qualify, who didn't qualify with the form closed off, and it didn't go through. The ones who did qualify, again, on top of finding the ideal customers, we have to filter them through. Okay, filter it through. Less is more effective. We did this for also for Joints on the Boulevard. They relied mostly, as I said, word of mouth, and within the first 30 days, we spent around 663 USD, and we generated about 13.5k USD, a 20x ROI. And she now has like a database of about 12,000 people who she can get in contact at any point in time. Excuse me, sorry. Their name, email, their phone number, have them on on Meta that you could reach out to. Okay? We got any data. Even the CMO of Matcha Curry, multi-7-figure brand that we work with, you can have a look at them. You could pause the video. I think they're 8 figures right now. We did the same thing for them, right? Even for Kerrick England, within 4 months, we spent around 11k pounds, and we generated over 111,000 pounds. Okay, 9.68 ROI, crazy stuff. And basically, like with this, you're not an AK-47 getting hundreds of messages, like hoping for something that works. No, instead, we're a highly trained sniper, deadly with our one-shot kills. We got 5 to 10 leads a day, but with highly qualified people. Okay, highly qualified people. If we want more, we scale up the ad spend, right? Anyway, so that's that. Number 2, becoming an industry leader and how to also shorten your sales cycle 2 times, 3 times shorter. Most local business owners, they compete on price, right? This is a race to the bottom, right? Worrying about appointments not showing up or canceling without saying anything, dealing with long sales cycles, or I'll check you next month type of prospects, right? You waste time and resources following up with them only to hear that they've gone with someone else or they're not interested. Okay, so here's the model that we use to shorten our sales cycle by 2 to 3x, right? With our appointment setting infrastructure, right? I'm going to walk you through this. So the first thing is our offer lead asset. So after, again, the ad, we qualify them. The ones who do qualify, they got sent to our landing page, okay, which is maybe what you're viewing right now. And with a short video, it actually was a bit long. It's around like 30 minutes or so, but it's usually around 5 to 10 minutes. The reason why hours as long as because we have a lot to cover, right? But the purpose of this is to, because at the end of the day, people buy from people. It's a short video that explains who you are, your price point, your offerings, case studies. Is a specific order and how you do things. There's a lot of psychology in it, right? That ultimately turns someone like, yeah, this is what I need. Let's book an appointment. Okay, they watch the video. Okay, and then they also send an application after they once they click on it, where they could book an appointment. With the appointment is also some qualifications. Okay, this is all done automatically. By the way, right now you're watching this, and I'm probably at the gym, probably with my wife, whatever, right? But this is it. It's all automatic. It's all like a funnel, right? That does the qualification for you from A to Z. Okay, they fill out the form, they select a time, and then they book an appointment. Okay, and then it shows up. Let me show you. It shows up on our calendar. Again, the video, it helps you be recognized as a leader and authority in your industry. This is very, very important, right? And why that all road leads to you. You're the best. There's no one else, and they should come with you, right? The ones that don't book an appointment right away, because obviously there's going to be a lot of them, we have an automated setting infrastructure that frees up you and your team's time and energy. It frees up my time and energy, right? So it's like an automated 12-part email sequence that turns someone from not knowing who you are to becoming a true believer in your product and your service, saying, take my money, right? So example, once, let's say someone don't book an appointment, this is what someone sent me a few days ago. Like, hey, Handel, excellent marketing on persistency. I cannot deny. Unfortunately, at this time, I have to decline. So if you can choose, you can delete me. That's fine. Okay. But the overall point of this and why I'm sharing this is that this was all automated. He's in a sequence, right? Someone in Starbucks approached me and was like, hey, I love your stuff online. I've been seeing you around. Sorry I haven't gone back to your emails. I've been so busy. And I'm ahead. I'm like, hey, my shit's automated, right? Like, they will always forever. Again, it's not just some random stuff. A lot of people have similar. They just have random stuff. No. Jeez, it's a specific framework in each of it. And each of it, right? On the right hand side here is kind of a sneak peek of what we do, right? And here's also like a limiting belief that people don't open emails as much here in the Caribbean or in Latin America and so on. I'm like, bro, like, that's just an assumption. You don't even have the data to even back that up, like how I do my own data, right? So over the last 90 days, I have a 40% open rate on my emails. 40%. The average industry is 20%, right? Ours is 2x more than almost anyone who does email marketing as a full-time job. This is not even I don't even have to look at this. Right? And how we've even shortened it even shorter is that after you've sold someone in booking an appointment, you must now sell them in showing up to the appointment. It doesn't stop there, right? Too many people think their job is finished when someone becomes a lead or books an appointment. No. Your work has just begun, right? So this is like a bonus too. Like, we have a 24-part nurturing sequence, right? Email and WhatsApp automations. Okay, as soon as someone books an appointment, they get triggered with some WhatsApp. Even before that, I won't walk through that now. I'll be a very long video, but they get a link with the Zoom link and so on, and like a video of me with my big forehead, right? Again, it's all automated. Just thanking them, right? We have a lot of stuff here, and we are the only one in the Caribbean who has this API connected to our internal software, so that we could leverage it within WhatsApp to contact prospects with 90% plus open rates automatically, right? We could send like if you have a location, send books on an appointment, you could automatically send them the location on WhatsApp, send them a contact. You could send a voice note, you could send a voice note like, hey, thanks so much, in the owner's name, me, right? You could even send a WhatsApp internal notification to, you have a staff member who sees about the appointments, who sees about certain things. They could get notified for them to do certain actions. But I've spent a lot of money and time to have these systems integrated with my team, and we have systems and processes to show people that we are the best and only option and how they can achieve their goals. Okay, which is very, very important, how they can achieve their goals. Yes, you're the best, but what about me? What you can do for me? This is very, very important. We have a lot of systems that for appointments that no show, that cancels, reschedules, they show up, but 2 hours after they leave, they get something, everything, all systematically and proven. Over 1.1 million USD spent of ad spent fixing and iterating this process. Okay, how our calendar looked for my sales rep when someone books an appointment. I do want to say too, I want you to know, I had nothing to do with anything. I didn't take any calls. You saw the videos, like media, code, automations, did all the heavy work for me. But it was personalized. That's the difference. It was personalized. So it's personalized AI, automations, systems, infrastructures, and processes. The only time I did anything in this was, obviously, I created the ad, I created the video, but it's done. Once the client was signed, once the client was onboarded, then I spoke with the client, and we worked from there, right? And I also have a team in the back end. I don't need to be there, but now I want to be there because, we're building something great, right? Anyway, so then you have a conversion mechanism, right? You cannot fix what's not tracked. Most business owners don't even know the cost of acquiring a customer, the cost of a customer walking in the doors or making a purchase. They either know absolutely nothing, which is the worst one, the cost per message, cost per click, which are all BS indicators, right? You need an AI tracking system to show you the inputs you need in order to create the necessary outputs that you desire. Again, these were our numbers, not random numbers. We all track. We have our systems, right? 166 leads. We had 48 appointments, half of which were cancelled. All right. We got three clients, and our cost per acquisition is 583. You see the cash collected, the revenue, and so on. So if every time I spend $583 on ads, USD of course, we make back $4,500 on average per client. How much $583 would you spend? It's a no-brainer, right? There's no emotions here. It's all data. We could spend more, but we're just, we're building stuff out in the back end. Just look at the data, but you need systems in place to even have that data and even know what to look for and stuff. This strategy is also what we implement in our clients' businesses as well. To number one, be recognized as a leader and authority in your industry. Add an extra 50K, 100K a month USD profit in 12 months or less. Having a scalable business that runs smoothly without your constant involvement, and having the time and resources to pursue your passions and hobbies outside of work, right? Building a team of top performing A+ players who share your vision and your values. All the transformations you saw in this presentation leverage these models to experience better returns than their competition. Okay, so here are your implementation steps. The definition of intelligence equals the formula of growth, and growth equals rate of learning plus rate of change. I'll explain what that means. Someone who is smart acquires knowledge and skills faster and changes behavior faster, right? Meaning, a lot of people, the reason why you're stuck is because your rate of learning and change is not the same, and it's not fast enough. Even if you're learning a lot, but you're not changing, so you're not gonna get anywhere. That's why you're stuck. And even if you're changing, are you learning the correct stuff? So that's actually, so your rate of learning and your rate of change has to be, that's the only reason why you're not at where you need to be, right? And now you have the knowledge, but the execution, you have the rate of learning, But the execution and implementation of this model is what will take you from where you're at to where you need to be, right? And let me zoom in some more. And if you believe what I just covered is the reason why you can't scale your business, I'd like to make you a special offer. Okay, let me and my team audit your entire business, your offer, your sales process, etc., on a one-on-one call, and uncover the main constraints you have in your business, right? And actually do everything with numbers. As you can see, we have, going through your price point, leads, your appointments you get, your booking rate, show up rate, how many deals you close, your cash collector rate, everything is numbers, right? And to really see where the bottlenecks are. After the audit, we'll walk you through a personalized action plan we would follow to remove those bottlenecks. Okay. And number 3, as a bonus, we'll even show you on a tactical level what we would implement in your business to keep you from competing on prices, struggling to wear all the hats in your business, and getting sales predictably and scalably, right? With that bonus as well, you'll also have access to our AI WhatsApp integration, okay, and our internal software, Sales Funnel TT, which costs like $10K a month USD. We are the only ones in the Caribbean with this API created and connected to our internal software so that we can leverage it within your WhatsApp itself, right? Plus our internal, CRM will be tailored to your business's unique needs. Excuse me. Automating lead management, appointment setting, and sales tracking. Okay, it will save you countless hours to ensure no opportunities slip through the crack. Okay, so here is your application steps. Click on I want this implemented down below or link in the description. Pick a time to speak with me or an advisor. And if you don't meet the following requirements, our system will automatically cancel your call or your application. Okay. So you need to be at least, 5K USD a month, but ideally 5 to 10K a month USD, ideally. Okay. You must be a service-based business owner. You must have some sort of video content on your socials or be willing to record some content. iPhone or Samsung. It's very easy. You don't need no camera, all this nonsense. Spend that money. Spend that money and invest. I know plenty of people whose stuff look great online. Like their content looks amazing, but their back end is shit. Right? They don't make any money. Anyway, and these services would cost at least $200 USD, your product or your service. Like at least. The more expensive, the better. If it's 1K USD, 5K USD, 10K, 100K USD, the more expensive, the better. Now, we have limited bandwidth. We can only partner with 5 companies at a time. And we're looking to find 5 more partners. This is with the bonus as well this month. Right? Oops. I think I pressed something. And close onboarding for the quarter. We have no interest in scaling horizontally, but vertically with partners who want to change their industry, their life, and their loved ones' lives. Right? We've given ourselves another 21 days to find the next 5 partners. After this period, we shut down the application. Okay, so book a call down below. And by the way, shameless plug, if you have an audience on Instagram, YouTube, etc., a huge following, I've personally launched 3 different offers that scale past 300K USD a month in less than 3 months because of the audience. Okay, we did 1.1 million USD in 10 days for an e-commerce brand in November using a similar process as you can see on the right hand here. They had a huge following, but they don't know how to monetize it. Okay, that happens a lot. So click down below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.